Hi YouTube, it's Tempest again. Okay, so this is kind of an open-handed play of how I want get my Granblue Soulless deck to work. I'll do my open-handed play, and this is kind of like my field. Start main Vanguard here if I can, to get everything off. So this is my opening hand. As you can see, I have two triggers here that I'm going to want to redraw, but I already have my grade 1, 2, and 3, which is very good. So I'll go ahead and get rid of these. I didn't mention this in my last video, but the point of Soulless Granblue is to have Basskirk fuel your soul, and then use your deadly spirits and deadly dancing cutlasses to empty the soul. That gets you stuff in the drop zone in case you wanna, stuff in the drop zone lets you maximize your columns and increases your draw power, so you can get into your important grade 3s, which you'll use late game to push. Alright, so I'm redrawing 2, and I got 2 very good cards. Okay, so I'll start this game. I draw. This will be a little bit of an insight into my playstyle as well, how I get testing done. Alright, so I have 3 grade 3s, right? 3 grade 2s right now. Sorry, I'm not even saying this right. 3 grade 1s and 2 grade 2s and a grade 3 in my hand. So I have 2 Romarios and a Samurai Spirit. Really, it doesn't matter what I ride this turn. But since I want to try and get Samurai Spirit into the drop zone later, and I already have Deadly Spirit in my hand. Actually, don't have Pietro in my hand. Okay, never mind. So, I guess either one works in this case. I would probably ride the Samurai Spirit just because. So that makes my skeleton move back, and I call Samurai Spirit. On my opponent's turn, I'll likely take 1 damage. Heal trigger. Make sure to count the triggers as I play because this is going to be very important come mid-late game. Alright, so now I draw for my turn. And I ride my grade 2, which in this case I'll do Pietro because I don't need him that much. I'll call a Blue Blood and a Dandy Guy Romario. Now the question becomes, should I use this guy's effect or not? I already have a grade 3 in my hand as well as perfect card I drew this turn. But the thing with this deck is I have 8 grade 3s, so ideally, if you have no grade 3s within your first 10 cards, the likelihood of you having a grade 3 using his ability is, statistically speaking, not experimentally, theoretically is 100% because you have 40 cards left in deck, 8 grade 3s, you have a 1/5 chance of, for each card, and add all those up, and that's 100%. So theoretically it should work. But not always does. But anyway, turn 2, at this point I've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. I've only got 42 cards left in deck and I already have a grade 3, so I'd like to try and get it down to at least 38 or 37 cards so I can get closer to that 100% before I use his effect. So I'll do my Vanguard attack, drive trigger check, it's a grade 1, and then attack with my rear guard. On my opponent's turn, I like to say that turn 2 they'll do 2 damage to me, and after that they'll do 3 damage to me each turn. So damage check 1 is a Samurai Spirit, and that means that I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards so far. Only 1 trigger and only 1 grade 3. So you remember, counting cards in stack is very important because during your mid and late game you're going to be milling a lot with your evil shades should you draw into it, and you're going to be looking to count your triggers and what grade 3s you have so you can be sure to maximize your columns. Next attack, I would take it, but I don't have a lot of cards in my hand to guard with, so I'm gonna take it anyway, and it's a critical trigger, so it's a very good thing I took that. I didn't want to draw that. Alright, so on my turn, stand up and I draw. Okay, I drew a Pietro. It's a grade 2. That's very good. Alright, so now I'm gonna ride Basskirk from my hand and Soul Charge 1. It's a grade 2. That means I've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards. That puts me at 36 left in deck, and I have a very high likelihood of getting a grade 3. So now I'll use my Skeleton's effect and put it into your soul. The only reason I'm doing this to count is to make sure I don't waste his ability when I do activate it. It's very important that I make sure I get the grade 3 off of it. So I've already got my grade 3. It's right here. It's Night Storm, and look at that. I drew 3 grade 3s. Based on my fielding position, I don't need another Basskirk, and I've already counterblasted once. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get his Mega Blast off, so I'm going to grab Samurai, Master Swordsman Night Storm. He's not a samurai, he's just a pirate. And then I shuffle. Alright. I call Deadly Nightmare here, and then I'll call these guys here. So this column is an 18, this is a 20, this is a 19. Assuming my opponent's Vanguard is still at grade 2, which it is, I should be able to hit them for 3 stages here, and probably 2 or 3 here, and definitely 2 here. So I'll attack my Vanguard first. Again, no stand triggers, so whatever I do is purely consequential. Twin Drive reveals no triggers, 2 grade 2s. Attack for 18 and then attack for 20. So I've done quite a bit of damage to them, or they wasted a lot of cards. Anyway, they were at their grade 3. Don't have to worry about the cross ride just yet, but it's still going to be a very strong Vanguard. And I don't have, again, not many shields in my hand, just a bunch of grade 2s. So what I will probably end up doing is taking the first hit and then the second hit. But on the third hit, I'm going to intercept with this guy and guard with Deadly Spirit, because I already have another one of this guy in my hand, and I also have Pietro in case I want to use him. And then that gets my Deadly Spirit into the drop zone. These damn sleeves. Alright, so that's done. My turn. I'll draw. That's very good. I just made the best top deck ever. Alright, Baskirk lets me Soul Charge. It's a Banshee, that's a shame. Alright, so now I've used my starter's effect. Oh, let me call this guy. I drew a Zombie Shark, so that's very good. So my field is all set up for the cross ride. I've got 19k Vanguard. I'd rather have the 22k Vanguard, but I haven't seen any Dancing Cutlasses, and I've only seen 1 or 2. Yeah, only 1 my Banshee, so the odds of me getting my Deadly Evil Shade are pretty strong mid-game. So now I need to start to maximize my field. I've only seen 1, 2, I think 3 triggers in my drop zone, or 3 in my damage zone, 1 in my soul, none in my drop zone. So I have 12 triggers left in deck, and I've seen 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21 cards. So I'm at 29 left in deck and 12. So if I can get down to 24, the odds of me getting a trigger on my Twin Drive is like theoretically 100%. So I have a high likelihood of getting 2 triggers this game, this attack. So I'll be hitting for 19 in Twin Drive. First check is, oh, right there is my Evil Shade, so that's very good. Second check is a perfect card. No triggers, but that just means that I'll have room for a lot of more triggers in my next turn. Attack for 20, and then attack for the 20 again, because it's same thing. Alright, well, this kind of sucks now, because all I have is 5 cards in my hand, and I have to weather 3 attacks. And I have 2 perfect guards, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. So I need to hope for a heal trigger. I didn't get any triggers in my drive check. That would have been very helpful. So it appears that luck was against me in this game. Damage check as a perfect guard. So that would be game for me based on my testing style. But let's say I had, in fact, even been able to draw a Cutlass, or something, right? That lets me. I'll retire my Nightmare and I'll show you. I'll call the Cutlass, and then I'll Soul Blast 2. I'll probably get rid of these 2, because he's a strong rearguard if I want to use Baskirk's Mega Blast, and then of course Samurai Spirit needs to go away. Draw a card, and then I can use a Counter Blast, which I had 4 up to kill this guy off, and then call Samurai back, or alternatively I can Soul Blast 2 again and get the Deadly Nightmare back. So very helpful, and I've already got my 2 grade 3 rearguard columns, so my field is pretty much set, and I just draw my Evil Shade. If I had won that next turn, which I wouldn't have because he would have been able to cross ride, I could have gone into lots of stuff. But anyway, that's just my open-handed kind of play to get this thing showing to you how it works. I can't talk good. So yeah, that's my deck. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was helpful for you to see the profile and the tutorial if you ever want to build a deck like this. Given the opportunity, I would rather run Casitas than Baskirk, yes, 100%. But this is the way I'm playing it. Kind of a proof of concept for you. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and please be sure to rate and comment with questions and suggestions.